What is up? What is up, YouTube? We are back at the Popcorn Planet. Dude, I like this guy right here because I like anybody who tells us straight with no chasers, baby. Don't try to spike my drinks. Don't try to put your 2 cents in it. Puffy, don't spike no drinks. Wait a minute, y'all. My feet getting cold. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Let me close the door a little bit because my feet and my temperature keep going up and down, y'all. My temperature keep going up and down, and I'm trying my best to keep bringing y'all information. Got to set up. You know, I've been trained on how to do YouTube and got course. Speaking of courses, real quick, man. If y'all Monday we're going to be going live. Y'all go to the Music Recording Network live. We are here to help people. If you need help, if you want to do a YouTube channel, we have a YouTube course. I got a YouTube book coming out. Help. That's what we do. We help people. So if you're doing a YouTube course, if you want to learn how to make money online like we're doing, you know, if you want to learn how to, you want to learn more about YouTube, the algorithm and all that type of stuff, it's fun to do. You'll be amazed. But anyway, okay, the shameless plug is done. I be having so much information to give you guys, but check this out. Popcorn Planet. Let's get back to the video. My phone call with Jaguar Wright and Adria. Her name, finally seen her name spelled out. Adria English got leaked. Diddy Drama explained. He's going to explain how the phone call got leaked. Well, Jaguar, bless her heart. I'm a Jaguar fan. I'm gonna keep saying that because there's sometimes I kind of say some things that I think she should have did or whatever. Because I'm 58. I'm an old head. So love you, Jag. She know that. I ain't gotta say that. You know, she know how this game is played, right? But anyway, lies exposed. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Go check out the Popcorn Planet, man. If y'all haven't, man, check him out because he is the real deal. That's Jack and Jill, man. He got 872,000 subscribers. Popcorn, you tell some of your people to come see the Music Recording Network. Yeah, this dude is real cool, man. I like him, man. I gave him a thumbs up. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out. I went and checked out some of this stuff already. This ain't a first time reaction.
There's been some drama the past week. Leaked phone calls, liars exposed, and now there's this. A tweet from a law firm admitting that someone's lying.
Somebody's lying.
Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signer. We are live. I'm here with It's Kim. I don't know where this stream's going to go, but there's a lot to address, Kim. As I got back from the holidays, phone call I was in got leaked. I've been now accused of posting it online. There's now been other drama that's ensued, a lot of streams with people that have been on this show, and I felt I owed you some transparency, explanations, reactions, and it all really is stemming from this tweet that Kim found, and no one's reported on this. It's been out over a day now, and this is the law firm, folks. This is Cassie's lawyer, and we actually reached out to this law firm a while back. A woman has recently come forward claiming to be our client, Jane Doe, who asserted claims of gender-motivated violence against Sean Combs, Harv Pierre, and others. She is not the individual we represent in the pending lawsuit. Our client's identity remains confidential. So what does this mean, Kim? Well, this is the woman in the D&G shirt. Now, here's the problem. Misha, the other woman that came forward, friends with Adria, who's been out there online, is also claiming to be in the woman in the shirt. Now, I don't want to call anybody a liar, Kim. I don't. But man, I find it strange that Cassie's lawyers would risk a lawsuit with photos of a blurred person that they did not verify. That's all I'm going to say. This is a very prestigious firm repping Cassie, who is an instrumental figure in this case, who has now repped another Jane Doe with the same photos of someone in those D&G shirts. Now, Kim, we all called this out. A lot of people have called it out, but we never got confirmation from the law firm, and I didn't think we would. But this is indeed their Twitter. This is confirmed, and they are now confirming that it's not Misha. Now, what does that mean? There's a couple things it could still mean, folks, because I don't want to call somebody a liar, but Misha has some explaining to do, because look, from a credibility standpoint, I do believe Misha's been through a lot. I do believe she's been through trauma, not trying to cause more drama.
No.
But if I'm going to bet on somebody, I'm betting on Cassie's law firm, for sure. If they messed up and their person was lying, one, I don't think they would have made a comment. And there would be more to it. The fact that they've now responded to defend their client, to say that's not our client, is incredibly telling to me. They're a very powerful firm that I don't think they would do this if there was any doubt as to who the identity of the woman in those photos that they filed is. Now, unblurring those photos is all it takes, but they're not going to be unblurred because it's a Jane Doe.
No.
Now, Misha has come forward claiming through the Lionel B interviews, etc., that she is that woman. This is a huge revelation that puts, to me, her story in doubt and opens up a whole can of worms. And that's where this all sort of is starting from, because this is a big news that not a single I'm just shocked. No one else doing their homework on this case, but we try our best. Kudos, Kim, for finding this, because look, this is really what it all comes down to. I have to give to
producer sister as well. It can't all be me.
Producer sister, kudos.
Yeah, we watch these things to make sure that we're on top of these types of Twitter accounts and things like that, because you never know where these statements are going to come from and whether or not the press is going to pick up on them. So, we've been following the law firm for a bit, trying to make sure we stay on top of it, because it is important, especially considering they are the law firm that is representing Cassie. This matters.
Now, look, I've invited Adria. I don't have Misha's number. I've invited Jag. I've invited everybody. Lionel B. I've invited them all. Okay. I don't know if they're going to come. They might be busy. I'd like to try to clear the air and figure out what the hell's going on, because a lot of people have been defending Misha and Adria. And this, to me, is a huge thing that they're going to try to do. Oh, they're lying. They're like, I don't know, man. I find it very hard to believe that Cassie's huge, powerful law firm is going to now put out a tweet to deny it, and not do that without confirming who the woman in the photo is. I'm sorry, Kim. That's just me. Maybe that's my own bias. I could be wrong. The lawyers could be lying, in which case Misha has one hell of a lawsuit on her hands. One that I would think any major lawyer would jump on in a heartbeat if she's able to prove that someone is using her images illegally and that's not her. Because you got to really get to the bottom of it. Now, who's in those photos? There's got to be somebody has that unblurred photo. Misha doesn't, conveniently. You're telling me Cassie's law firm doesn't have those unblurred photos? Kim, am I crazy to think that this is now not a good look for Misha?
I think it's definitely an interesting look for Misha. The problem is we have two things right now, and both of them cannot be true.
Wait a minute. So I trust both of these people channel and everything, but because somebody else's channel now, I'm going to go back and ask her. So look here. Do you have proof that these photos that the law firm and the John Doe person has, do you have proof that they actually have the original non-blurred out picture? Or you just assuming that because they're a law firm that they do have the blurred out photos? We don't know. Maybe it's none of our business right now. But I don't think a law firm would take a case from a John Doe, take a case and put in because this is in you can look it up. This is in the lawsuit. They got the pictures in the affidavits in that lawsuit and all this jumbo, all this preaching. Law and court stuff. You could see the whole file, right? But in the file, the pictures, the face is blurred out. I never thought about this, but I hope to God that the law firm did not accept these blurred out pictures from John Doe saying, this is me in these pictures. Why your face blurred out? See, if you're a law firm, you got to, I can't use this as evidence because this could be anybody. Unless there's a tattoo or distinct mark in the picture, so to speak. I don't know. And she has the shirt. This is the shirt. This is the pants I had on. This is the scar. You see that scar blowing up? I don't know. That's all I'm saying. So I never looked at it like that. Here we go. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That unblurred photo. Misha doesn't, conveniently. You're telling me Cassie's law firm doesn't have those unblurred photos? Kim, I mean, am I crazy to think that this is now not a good look for Misha?
I think it's definitely an interesting look for Misha. The problem is we have two things right now, and both of them cannot be true. And I think I can speak for you, Andy, as well, that we want to support victims. We want to find the truth about things, and it's very difficult, and it puts everybody in a very awkward position, and not one that I think we really want to be in. It is very difficult because we don't want to call anybody a liar. We don't want to do any of those types of things. But basically what Wigdor has said now is that Misha is not the person that is in these photos. And I don't think that those photos are going to be released unblurred, because in the lawsuit, the Jane Doe lawsuit that was released last year, I believe, it was one of the first lawsuits to be filed against Diddy. This was prior to his arrest. I believe this was also prior to the raids. She is identified, I believe, as a 17-year-old who was living in the States, who's actually a Canadian citizen, or was born in Canada, and had this harrowing experience. And it's really, I think there's just a lot of muddiness right now. And ultimately, I don't know if the answer really should be that photo gets unblurred, because the Jane Doe wants to be anonymous. And I understand it, because this happened to her at 17. And if you guys have read the lawsuit, it is absolutely horrific what is being alleged. And it makes me sad that this is the situation that we're in.
Yeah, we shouldn't unblur the photos, and that would all be sorted out in court. They can unblur the photos in court, and if it's not the woman in the Jane Doe can be there, and privately, it's all, safe in New York. They'll figure that out. So I don't know. Everyone's now. I'm looking at the comments, and of course, everyone's got an excuse her. Oh, well, she had a different shirt, and it was in a different photo. Sure. How many more times are we going to keep saying, "Oh yeah, give her the benefit of the doubt"? She said, "That's me in the photo. That's me in the photo." She then said that was me in the sushi photo. The sushi photo also wasn't her. Adria admitted that. So she's confused herself in multiple photos. That doesn't mean she wasn't there at some party and having some issue. But now, look, whether she's telling the truth or not, her credibility is getting shot. And it's not helping the case, in my opinion, Kim. So it's worrying me. And it's something I heard early on in the interview. Because, look, I'm not trying to add to her drama, whatever. But she said it herself in one of the first interviews, Kim. They told me not to come forward because I could wreck it. It was something along those lines of, you're not going to help the case. And to me, that was a very telling comment. Why was she saying that? Why would she say that? And I noticed a lot of people just sort of ignored it or didn't really pay attention to it. I think this is all why, Kim. I think this is all why. And that's my problem. Because, look, I don't want to call her a liar. I'm happy to have her on the show. I haven't talked to her yet. I've tried. It is what it is. I like to give everybody the benefit to come on. Misha, you're welcome to come on and try to share your story. I will do it with respect and not try to, attack you with anything. I don't want to do that to any guest I have on here, Kim, but I haven't had a chance to speak to her. Based on the interviews and things I've seen, I'm hesitant. I'm worried. I don't know what to believe anymore. Now, this is all very relevant, and again, why I wanted to sort of go through this and make this topic, because yes, a phone call did leak. So after I did the interview with Adria, I don't remember what triggered it after that, but then there was some drama that sort of Jaguar and Adria were having some beef. Somehow I got in touch with both of them separately, and I asked, do you want to connect? Now, I didn't do this for a stream. I didn't go live with it, Kim. That was not my intention at all. This was a private conversation that I set up because I had both phone numbers, okay? And I set it up, and I put it down. I didn't really feel like it was my place to fully listen the whole time. I did hear some of it, and then I sort of would phase out. I was curious at some points, but then I tried to phase out. That's what happened.
You were also prepping everything to go away.
Correct.
Too,
I was literally
because you were getting on a flight in
down, trying to go
12
away
hours.
for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so I at the same time, I wanted to connect that conversation because, look, I'm not here for drama. I'm not. That would have been a fire stream to post, Kim. That's not what we do here.
But that wouldn't have been
okay. A private conversation that Jaguar and Adria were having. Now, it's now been released. I'm not going to post it here. You guys can do your own homework and find it. Jaguar posted it, okay? Now, there are a lot of questions as to, is that allowed? Is it legal? I don't know. Not my place to say. All I can tell you is I didn't record it. I didn't post it. I had nothing to do with that. That's on Jaguar, and that's for her. There are some saying she's in trouble because if Adria was in California, it is a two-party requirement state, so that could actually be detrimental because then Jaguar is breaking the law. You need both parties in California need to sign off. You can't just record a conversation. Now, was Adria actually in California? She's in a car traveling a lot. I don't know where she's at. She's going to have to prove it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. All I know is the phone call apparently was recorded and posted. And at the end of the call, I'm on the phone call and I come in sort of and talk and sort of like, well, what do we want to do? Because again, what I was trying to do was figure out, do you guys want to come on and address all this? Do you guys want to come on and sort of try to, answer some questions and do it? Because the question was about Misha, and is there, there were some issues at the time as to was she being truthful or not? And both parties were sort of helping me gather intel, which I was providing for you. At the same time, I want to respect everyone's privacy and figure out what was going on.
Right. And I, when I first got the information, and I still think, I'm like, I can't believe I missed that. I thought Misha was saying that's because Lionel B asked on his show, so let's get this straight. So what you're saying is that's you in the picture? And she said, yes, that's me in the picture. I didn't think that Misha is saying that I'm Jane Doe, I'm the one that filed the lawsuit, and I'm the one that hired the lawyer. Because later on in that same interview and stuff, she was like, I'm trying to get a lawyer, I'm trying to get somebody to represent me, I'm just coming forward. But I don't know who this Jane Doe girl is. She didn't say this, but this is what I'm assuming that she's thinking. I don't know who this Jane Doe is, but those are my pictures. That's me in the picture. Not that Jane, I don't know who that Jane Doe girl is. So I tried to make it like, what if, and I broke all this down and said, what if Puffy and whoever's doing this has done the same thing to several women? So, because they know how these laws, they know the law, they've been in and out of courts and being sued and this, that, and the third. They know how to make sure they twist up this story so if somebody catches them, they will actually have it all twisted up. There's so many girls that we done did this to. Everybody think that that's them in the picture because we got the blurred out one and nobody knows who's who in the picture. Like, that bank robbery movie where they kept changing people around, putting them in different rooms, put everybody covered up, everybody in the same thing. Then everybody ran out the bank after days of keeping these hostage. Don't nobody know who the bank robbers is. Nobody know who's the villains. Nobody know who got hurt because they all spent time together with each other. Who robbed the bank? Because whoever really robbed the bank is mixed in with the hostage. Whoever really owns that picture, they think they know, but they really don't know. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Being truthful or not, and both parties were sort of helping me gather intel, which I was providing for you. At the same time, I want to respect everyone's privacy and figure out what was going on. And that's what happened. So that call was posted. And now that the call's posted, while I'm not going to share it, I will say, Kim, I guess you heard the call. Everyone now can hear the call because it's all out there. Right or wrong, it's there. The reason I edited my interview is because there were moments on that phone call and in our interview before that made me question Adria. Now, question, not saying she's not telling the truth or not believable fully, but it caused some doubts and worry, Kim. Particularly a moment where she literally admitted on the phone call with Jaguar, yeah, that was I was slurping strawberries off somebody else's body. I knew that. Like, then why are you saying otherwise? There was a lot of stuff said on that phone call, which has now been released, which is part of the reason why I think Jaguar dropped it, because they were accusing her of a lot of stuff and lying. Yeah. And Jaguar's like, nope. Time to clear the air. This is what was said. Right or wrong, she did. And yeah, the reality is Adria seemed pretty quick to throw Misha under the bus, Kim, on that phone call, which was the vibe I got.
Yeah. I didn't think that was cool. Miss English is jumping ship way too fast on her friends or whatever. I got you, girl. That's, you know I love you. You my friend. I got you, girl. And she almost like drew Misha out. I'm almost sure it's the same person you're talking about, because the very, very first interview, she mentioned her name or mentioned somebody's name, like she accidentally You know, we didn't know. We was young. We was all drugged. It happened to all of us. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. So you shouldn't be ashamed. And this is for anybody. So she said her name accidentally because she high. She doing her thing. She doing the interview. Girl, I love you, girl. You know I love you. You my girl and all this stuff. So now, Misha, I'm assuming that was Misha she was talking about because we don't know who she was at the time. Now all of a sudden, she done drug Misha into this. Come on, girl, we can stand up and let's march and help put Diddy down. Okay, I'm down for that. So now Misha is getting more and more bravery. She's getting more and more, I was nervous. I didn't even know, girl. I didn't know if I had a boogie in my nose. She said all this. My teeth yellow. I don't know what these people are going to think of me. I ain't trying to do woo, 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 woo. Girl, be yourself. Tell your story. That's what I'm saying. Next thing you know, now everybody's like, twisting up her story. And she said, but I'm telling the truth. Jaguar jumping on her. All these people are jumping on Misha. And I was good when I was quiet. This is why I didn't want to come out. This is why people don't want to come out. This is why people don't want to come out, because y'all are so hard on these people. And I'm like, Misha, only thing I keep saying over and over and over again is all of y'all need to shut your mouth and actually get a lawyer. All these other people that got lawyers, you got 120 cases. Ain't none of them saying nothing. That's how you supposed to do it. The little 10-year-old boy, the other little kid, Cassidy, she ain't saying nothing. Lil Ron, the producer, why he ain't saying nothing? Ain't not one peep.
And on top of that, the reality is Adria seemed pretty quick to throw Misha under the bus, Kim, on that phone call.
On her, which was under the bus and everything.
And on top of that, she seemed very much blinded by Jaguar Wright, the singer, the celebrity, which was also very telling to me of just like, what do you want, Jag? What do you want to do? I want to sing with you. I want to do. There was just a lot of suck up, sort of kiss butt type of attitude that the other big reveal is the fact that Adria is not happy that phone call got released. Now, why? Why are you unhappy? Why are you unhappy with the phone call? What are you hiding if you're unhappy that the phone call got released? You know what I mean, Kim? That's just another thing you got to unpack about the mental gymnastics of it all. The phone call got leaked. I'm not excited because I don't like private phone calls getting leaked, but I had nothing to hide. There's nothing I said on that phone call, Kim, that if it got leaked. Guys, I treat every phone call like it's being recorded, as should you all. That's just the world we live in. I watched a stream where Misha admitted I record every phone call. So that seems to come with the territory now, right or wrong. That's what people do in today's age. So,
or you can be like me and I don't give a. If it come out my mouth, that means I meant it. I don't care. You can record it. You can mix it. You can do whatever the heck you want to do with it. I'm trying to stop cussing. You hear me say it, right? I'm trying to stop cussing. Sometimes the shit just come out my mouth. But I'm trying. If you truthful with yourself and you stand on every word that come out your mouth, you don't give a daggone if somebody recording you or not. Record me. Hell, I'm recording me. I told people this before. Tell me something. I ain't want to tell people what you said. I don't give a sugar. Where they at? I tell them, I ain't want to tell your business. I can't stand when people say that. Don't tell nobody my business. I'm looking at her like, girl. There's a lady I work with. She says that so many times. Look, like this between me and you. Don't tell people my business. I got better things to do than run around and tell your business. I can't even remember what you said because it was so boring. I don't even know what she was. I can't remember what talking. Anyway, you done? Cool. Okay, nice as you. I got to get back to doing what Mike Cross do. I forgot all about it. I ain't going to tell nobody because I can't remember. It was so weak.
That's just the world we live in. I watched a stream where Misha admitted I record every phone call. So that seems to come with the territory now, right or wrong. That's what people do in today's age. So you should all be aware that anything you say can be used against you. That's just common sense. But why is Adria now upset?
And the part that tripped me out is, you didn't have my permission to record you. You don't need nobody permission to hit the record button. You need somebody permission to use the information. But if it's a criminal case, man, y'all people, oh my God, because you signed a contract means that you can't say nothing, and y'all dummies sit there and don't say nothing. Let it be some criminal happening. Yeah, you know what? And also, Mr. Officer or Mr. Law Firm, he had me sign this paper saying I can't tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you anyway because there's some criminal behind it. You have to think what is right and what is wrong. If it's wrong, speak on it. And then kick butt later. Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Why is Adria upset and trying to sue that the phone call got released? That to me implies Adria has something to hide. Right? Or were you just, you were lying to Jaguar to do what? To muddy the waters? Whatever it was different from a lot of other opinions she shared elsewhere. It seemed like she was ready to change her opinion, Kim. Is the vibe I got. Did you share that concern?
I think I'm just at a point where I feel like there's so much drama, but what really needs to be important here are the victims and this case and this federal case. And I am getting scared now that some of this drama is going to affect that. And I don't want that to be the case.
Well, we're going to get there because exactly like to me, spoiler alert, this stream is going to be the end of it because I don't want to encourage anymore. You're right, Kim. I don't want to encourage all this drama. This is what's happened, and I feel like it was important to at least address the drama so you guys can all understand why we're now going to tap out and step away from it, because 100%, I don't want this to turn in Jerry Springer. I don't want the pop in. Now I want to clear the air and get to the truth of things, and I'll have people come on anytime they want to sort of share those thoughts and talk about it, or if there's something that's been revealed that's going to be important to the case or just sort of the credibility of what we're talking about.
Yeah, I think
then 100%. And I do think what happened and transpired over the week does show that people are not being fully honest. And that is worrisome. That is troubling. And that to me is not the type of thing I want to encourage any further. I did try to get Adria on sort of just to give her a chance to speak. And she did give me permission to say this. She only is available for residual deals. Kim?
I'm sorry, who said that?
Adria.
Okay.
She was too busy to come on because she's now only available for residual deals, which was, I think, part of the conversation as well, where she revealed how much of a percentage she got from those videos she did with Lionel B. Now, I will also be very clear. I will never do that, guys. for your own, just for your own trust and credibility, I am never going to give up a percentage of income from a video, because then I'm sold. To me, in my opinion, I've sold out, and I am no longer giving you fair news. I am giving you, bought news is what I see, because the person involved in that has an incentive to be there. Now that's if I'm doing something creatively.
Plus the person who wants that percentage is going to say things that they think is going to help that percentage go up. See, the whole thing is screwed up now because it's all about the money. So, like, if I was to go on Popcorn Show, and Popcorn Planet, and I know I'm gonna get a percentage of this video that we dropping, right? I'm gonna tell the story that I think the people want to hear. Does that make sense to y'all? Does that make sense? Because I want the views. I'm in it for the money. But here, first of all, we don't even do one-on-one interviews. We can already learn and start setting up for it. But I ain't paying nobody no money to do. Unless it's a super duper, we have to pay. So, Miss English, if you're trying to make some money, what you need to do is come contact us so we can show you how you make money if you want to make some money. But you ain't gonna make no money off the interviews, because in 3 or 4 months down the line, your little story is gonna be dust. It's gonna be gone after that.
We're making a documentary or a project that's, Kim, like a movie that it's like, cool, yeah, we got to share the creative task. That's different. I'm never going to have a news subject come to my channel and demand or get a residual percentage of my content. Because to me, that muddies the waters far too great. Also, it opens up a whole can of worms accounting wise that it's like, Now, I understand she explained why she wants to get paid. We had that conversation on the air. She expressed her opinions. I get it to an extent. I think a lot of people did get it. I'm not challenging her desire to get paid to tell her story. Right. Everyone can go get their bag. Absolutely. But I do question the idea of trying to get a percentage. Right. That's a bridge too far for me. If you need to have a percentage of income from the content that's supposedly trying to get the judgment for the sake of victims, and you need to then get more and more views to get more and more income, I don't know, that rubs me the wrong way personally, and I don't want to be privy to that and be part of that, and that's not what this channel is going to be a part of. Amen. So I share all that with you just so you have sort of insight of where Natanya is joining us. Welcome, Natanya. So glad to have you here as well.
Natanya, that's my girl, that's my girl. Anytime one of my girls is on, I got to do a dance for them. Y'all. Shout out to Natanya. This is the people I stand with. This is my people I stand with. The Music Recording Network, we stand with you, girl. Shout out to her. Keep pushing.
We address it, but I wanted to have the stream, so you're tuning in. I want to let this all out, be transparent as hell, so we can all stop this drama, move on, and I'm not adding to this circus, but I didn't want to tap out without sort of airing it all out and putting it all out there and being clear to you where my intentions were and what happened, and that's what happened. So at the end of the day, look, there's been a lot of streams. I will tell you this before we go to Natanya. We had, Lionel be on the show, and I'm confused because he said, yeah, that's her lawsuit.
Who's that?
That's where I'm confused. So, but Lionel, but you say it. There's sort of, she was still trying to figure out. There was still a vote. There's somebody else trying to take this. I was underage, and I'm
that lawsuit. She indicated that she was told to change her age. There was a few people around her, and they were telling her say that you're 17, say that you're 17. So of course, with her, I think there was an amendment or something to the lawsuit where she.
Okay, and then you go to what Adria said, which was the lawsuit has a lot of discrepancies. Is this Misha's lawsuit? Was she repped by Cassie's attorneys?
Misha has not had a lawsuit because no lawyer will take her.
And now we go to the actual law firm itself, admitting, nope. I don't know if you saw this, Natanya. A woman recently came forward claiming to be our client. Jane Doe asserted claims of gender-motivated violence against Jacobs. She is not the individual we represent in the pending lawsuit. Our client's identity remains confidential. So I don't believe these two. I'll say it. I'll say it, Kim. I'm worried. I don't believe the full story is true. Now, they may have their own story that's now changed due to whatever sake, but this is troubling to me. This is worrisome to me. There's too much confusion. I don't want to encourage it anymore. I don't want to help it. I don't want to get in there until we can get more definitive proof. To me, I'm going to tap out of these two topics because I don't think it's helping matters. And I'm not saying that to be mean or hateful to them. If you want to go watch them on other channels, you go do you. But we're not going to encourage it any further here on Popcorn Planet because I feel this could do a massive disservice to the case itself, to the other victims. And I'm sorry, I'm going to bet on Cassie's law firm and assume they've done their due diligence to assume who the person behind the blurred photo is. Maybe she was a different girl in a different D&G shirt, but she said it was her in that photo. She said it was her in the sushi photo too. That's too many for me. I'm tapping out. Best of luck, Misha, Adria. I wish you well as you go get your residual deals elsewhere. It's not going to happen on this channel. But with that said, Natanya, welcome to the show. So good to see you. As you're reacting to all this drama, what do you think? Does any of this surprise you?
Unfortunately, as per my follow-up live I did after God, I consulted with God and he told me that there were lies going on. It just proves that, I'm not one that wants to be like, hey, told you I was right, but it just proves that I was correct. While I did get a lot of support for that, I got a lot of backlash as well. Oh, why would you try to put yourself above those girls? You're not the only victim. Like I had people bashing. We all
get backlash.
Because the spirit of discernment is something so infinite that You have to listen with your spirit and your internal, your heart and your soul, and not your ears.
Your third
That's
eye.
how you can feel.
Your third eye. Feel it.
And muddle through the muck and the mire. People didn't want it. They wanted sensationalism. And that is why God moved me to come forward and say, listen, while I believe they were victims of something and experienced some sort of traumatic experiences, I have to stand on the fact that God has dealt with me and told me they are lying. They turned on me because of that video. They went and joined Lionel B and tried to drag me. They even said they knew me from Diddy parties while I was suing him. Why would he pay if I was in his lair participating in the chicanery? Why? Why would he pay? There was no, I got the flash drive, I have the this back then. It's nonsense. And it's what I said. They create a circus-like environment so that when there is time for court, there is so much craziness ensuing, people don't know what to believe. It is not simply for the purposes of swaying public opinion. It is for swaying the jurors and their ability to make a sound decision in a court of law. I caution people against this. I went through it 20-something years ago. Hopefully this will give integrity to a lot or allow a lot of content creators to invoke their own integrity and to stop with the craziness.
She have talked to Misha. She have Latanya has, I'm trying to get these names right, have talked to Misha and was telling Misha we need to talk offline because she don't know why, but my point is Latanya, this lady right here, is more of an adult. She has more experience in life. She knows how to represent and present herself. She's been through court cases with Puffy and all this mess. She has learned some stuff. And Misha is I don't heard she's on pills. She been drugged to death. She been raped. She need to look for her as God. I just knew she was going to get her stuff together. I just knew that. I said, I don't have to say nothing because Latanya is going to have it. Latanya has took her under her wing. I got you, girl. Just listen to me and let me guide you. But you have to be open to be guided. You have to be open to be guided. And what happened was you went with your girlfriend who kicked you to the curb and threw you under the bus. Then you got the other guy, Lionel B, is trying to manage y'all because he all about the money. Help. I keep saying that, man. Help. I stand on one word. You can look it up in the definitions and everything. Help. Well, I guess it's two words. Help people. I ain't talking about help the dogs, helping animals, helping yourself, help people, other people. Maybe it's three words to make it clear.
When they see how they've been misled. It's unfortunate.
It is. It is. Andy, you're muted. Andy, we can't.
I'm not the only one to be mute myself. Aha, I'm not the only one to be messing up on the mutes.
They see how they've been misled.
Just trying to bring you the cleanest
it's unfortunate.
Video possible.
It is. It is. Andy, you're muted. Andy, we can't hear you.
I see Jaguar in the chat, and I wouldn't have posted the video personally, but I understand why you did. And you're welcome in to come talk, but I will have Jags back in that they were really going against her hard. Yes. They were trying to say that she was funding them. Mm-hmm. I was on the call, guys. If they were funding her, that conversation would have gone a lot differently. Mm-hmm. And Jag didn't falter for a second. And I was never going to reveal this because I don't want to reveal private conversations.
Absolutely.
But the fact that Jag was willing to call up Adria blank with me on the phone should tell you everything. Immediately, I knew there was no shenanigans because I don't know Jaguar that well. I was still getting to know Jaguar, and I'm grateful she trusted me on that call because I don't break my sources' trust ever. Mm-hmm. If she wants to choose to do that, that's her thing, and you guys judge her if you want to judge her. But the fact that she let me on that call, Natanya, told me everything about Jag. Mm-hmm. So you guys can go call her whatever you want. But if she was working with them, there's no way in hell she would have let me on that phone call because it would have slipped. Adria would have said this or that or whatever, and it would have. But you told me back in the I was waiting for Adria just to say that, just to try to muddy the waters even further. But it wasn't. It was a total kiss ass phone call where it was like, oh my God, please, 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 which was also very telling. And it was another reason why I paused and posted the interview because I was like, do I even post this? But I thought, no, it's important I show it because I wanted you guys to hear Adria even say, no, there was never a lawsuit. So again, nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. And honestly, anybody who continues to just sort of do it, just be aware that it doesn't make sense and people just want to employ the circus. And I get it. I'm not going to go hate on channels. This is not even aimed at a channel. If you want the circus, you go to the circus. I don't want Popcorn Planet to become a circus. Sometimes it does against my wishes. You can't. But in this instance, we can help by not encouraging it. And I'm
Yeah. Sometimes we got into a little circus thing years ago, man, but it's over with.
I'm not going to encourage these two stories any further. From what I'm gathering, Adria is about to launch her own thing. More power to her. You go do that. I invited her here. I was going to give her a chance to sort of explain it and give her a chance to talk. She wouldn't let me do it unless I gave her a residual piece of the content. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to sell out like that. I don't work that way. She has questions she needs to answer. And if she doesn't want to answer them, unless she's paid, well, that's her choice. But again, that's the final red flag for me to say, okay, then best of luck. Wish you well. I assume she will talk shit about me just because I've now been negative. Be prepared for it. I'm prepared for it. And if she does, then it only will tell you even more. I hope she will not because I've.
Now she gonna talk ass about me, and I don't care. I keep telling you, you need thick skin to do this.
Been nothing but fair and been negative. Be prepared for it. I'm prepared for it. And if she does, then it only will tell you even more. I hope she will not because I've been nothing but fair and respectful to her this whole entire time. I've never misled her or shared something I wasn't supposed to. So
can I also just interject?
Take that as you will. Go ahead, Kim. Yeah.
I also just want to be clear because I'm seeing you guys in the chat right now. All of the stone throwing and the yelling at each other and all of that, it's not helping. Right? To me, what's important here is this case, is this federal case. I care about the victims of Sean Diddy Combs getting the justice that they deserve because realistically, there are so many of them at this point, allegedly, there is no way all of them are going to get to have their day and get their justice. And if the federal case is the most important thing, I care about the kids, I care about the women, I care about the men. And so much of this other stuff is just noise. It's noise, and it's getting a bit ridiculous. So please be respectful to each other in the chat. Be respectful to our guests, to the hosts, to everybody, to the people that we've interviewed. My goodness, we're not trying to hate on anybody at this point. We're just trying to find out the facts and the truth. But we're better than this.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's there.
I'll say the same
also
thing.
just, you got to just mute the bad, donation. You're wrong. Jaguar Wright is a self-proclaimed puppet master. Welcome to the circus. I'm telling you, maybe she's doing, look, we all are to an extent. We're all content creators. We're all sort of trying to tell our stories, and we all want to make sure, we tell our stories the best way. So that in a way, she's very smart. I will say that. And someone can misconstrue that as puppet master. They could say the same thing about me or Natana because we want to make sure we're telling the truth. I will tell you what was most revealing, what disagrees with me, donation, is the fact that she let me on that call. Adria is a wild card. You have no idea what that woman is going to say. Love or hate it, that woman does not hold back. She's got no filter. If they were working together, she wouldn't have put me on that phone call. There's no way she would have risked that chance, and she did. So I disagree with you, donation. I don't agree with that, and I got no beef with Jag. I don't want to beef with Jag. Jag's been good to me. I've been good to her. I'm good to people who respect me, and I respect that she is the same way. And Adria was definitely disrespecting her at a point, and a lot of the chat was disrespecting her, trying to label her into things that I just knew she wasn't based on that phone call alone, which is now out. So take that as you will. Jag, I texted you. You're welcome to pop in. No stress if you're busy. But I'm happy to hear your perspective as well. But that's the gist of all the drama. So that we don't have to keep getting into it. I mean, The reality is Jag confronted Misha on Sean Atwood's show. I wish they'd done it in a place that could have been a little bit more organized. It's just such a mess. It's so hard to follow what was going down on the show. But I don't think Misha's spoken sense, and I don't wish her any ill will. But one piece I will tell you is this.
We did. We got jumped. She was mad at me. And
She's talking about Adria.
Told me I couldn't go upstairs because I was trying to run away to her. She left me multiple times. And I still, not necessarily befriend her, but I still associated myself with her because she is my proof. I've been screaming on the inside for so long.
So Adria is the proof, and Adria was willing to throw her under the bus for a duet with Jaguar Wright. What does that tell you? Well, that stream was wild. So grateful for Natana being here, as well as Jaguar Wright, who called in. We talked about a lot of stuff. If you want to watch the full replay, become a member over on Patreon or on YouTube. But that's it. That's the end of the drama. If you want to catch some more of the drama, we talked a little bit about the drama. And you can go check that out in our members-only replay. In the meanwhile, please support my guests. It's Kim, as always. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Head on over there, along with the dopest nerd as well. Hit the subscribe to all of our channels. Hit the bell so you get the alerts. And when you get that alert, what do? You click on the thumbs up. Get that all alerts. Leave your comments. We appreciate you. I appreciate these amazing guests, these amazing women. We believe Natana. We are grateful for Jaguar. And we are not going to talk about the other ones for a little while just because we want to move on and not muddy the waters. But I appreciate you guys have been sending me links. Don't send me any more links about them. We're not going to talk about it. But there it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got lots more coming for you this week. You're not going to miss. So stay tuned.
Popcorn Planet, man. Shout out to Popcorn Planet. I think we're going to do the same thing, man. I think we're going to sit back. I'm going to talk to Latanya. Right now, we all busy doing our things. This is the season for recording. If you don't know, this is the recording season right now. You know, this time of the week in month or whatever. If you're a true YouTuber, I think that Miss English can actually. Her and Mia, they came in from the outside looking in, coming into this YouTube thing and interview and stuff. You see something, right? Like riding a bicycle or see anything and you think it's, oh shoot, I want to do that. That's easy. But then you get on it and be like, how does things I thought it stood up on its own. You know, I don't know, you know, I'm trying to use a scenario that even when I first started doing YouTube, when that camera comes on, man, you like, ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna do a video and I'm gonna show y'all what I think. Now you gotta get used to this camera. You gotta understand what are people's feelings, their emotions while they are watching you. They got things to do. They got other YouTubers they can go to. They don't have to come to you. But you got to figure out what makes you realness. Never lie to your people in realness. And don't assume that your girlfriend wanted to come on when you knew she didn't want to come on. And now you got her trick bagged and thinking that, oh, this is easy. Yeah, you right, girl. This is easy. And then you got your little manager or whatever y'all did. And y'all are the ones that was almost in the music industry, so you should have seen how this crap worked. I'm with the Popcorn Planet. Latanya, oh man, I should have. Maybe they got it in the links. Link tree. Shoot, I was gonna pull up her channel. Latoya, the nerdiest. You know, and I want to keep this. I don't know. Our people will have the links in the description below, and you can go from there. But you can just search, do a search on the dopest nerd. I found out. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.